Welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs Podcast. I'm your host, Dan. Today's show is the Minnesota Prep 2022 State Wrestling Tournament Preview. Today is March 2nd, 2022. The reason I'm going to cover this today, tomorrow's the day, March 3rd, State Tournament for wrestling. You can go to the website, Minnesota State High School League, go to wrestling and see all the information there. It's a little different than other state tournaments in the state of Minnesota, whereas the sports take place all 3 days. Here, Thursday, March 3rd, is the team event only. Team event only. So that's Thursday. They're going to do the team. Best teams in the state of Minnesota. 3 classes. Top 8 teams. That's 24 teams. The best 24 teams in the state of Minnesota will wrestle. And by the evening, we'll have the championship. As part of this bonus show, we're not going to be covering the individuals at all. Individuals take place Friday and Saturday. Let's get started. Here's the mat layout. This is at the Xcel Energy Center, downtown St. Paul. They're going to get started at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. on 8 mats. 8 mats. So that's the layout for 9 o'clock matches, then 11 o'clock after that, and then 1 o'clock after that. This is a double elimination team tournament. You lose twice, you're out. The evening session, if you do win, if you do not lose twice, you win one of your matches, you'll be taking part of the evening session starting at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock matches are the consolation or 5th place, and 5 o'clock also is the 3rd place matches. It'll give the teams time to rest up for the 7 p.m. title matches. Three mats going on at the same time to determine the Minnesota State Championship at all levels. 7 o'clock. Like I said, this is a one-day affair. Friday and Saturday is individuals. Individuals, regardless of what school they're at in their weight class. This is just teams. So we'll cover the teams here first. Class A. Here's the brackets for Class A. They'll kick off at 11 a.m. tomorrow. 8 teams in it, double elimination. They do a ranking of the top 5. They'll seed the top 5. And then the remaining 3 teams, they'll just do a random draw. Now, to give you an idea here, for Class A, here's the top 10 teams in the state. The teams in yellow, in highlight, are in this state tournament. Mainly number 9, Maple River, is really the dark horse here. This is going to be very good. 8 out of the 9 top 10 teams in the state of Minnesota for Class A are going to be in this event. Now, Jackson and Belgrade, Bruden, El Rosa, of course, are top 2, 1 and 2. They will get a chance to play each other for the title if it happens. Now, at the team wrestling, there are upsets. There are upsets, mainly at the lower first couple of rounds. You may see some upsets. Typically, I'm guessing Jackson County, Belgrade, and Royalton, 2 of those 3 will be in the championship round. I don't see those teams ranked 4th and further down in the finals at all. Let's move to Double A. Here's the bracket for Double A. Top 8 teams in the state of Minnesota for Double A. Top 5 teams are ranked. There's the brackets. They start at 9 a.m. They get to rest during the 11 o'clock session, and then they do the second round at 1 o'clock. So there's a break in the action. Now, Double A is a little different. Top 8 teams are in the state, but here's the rankings at the end of the year. The teams highlighted are in the state tournament. This list, when you include the lean and mean, basically that's your also mentioned. We're 21 teams are listed in the state of Minnesota here, 21. So teams like Mora, Totino Grace are going to be long shots. I would say long shots to even win maybe that first match. The problem is, you're such a long shot, you're going up against one of the top teams. Totino Grace there on the top right is going to be playing Simley, the #1 ranked team in the state. If we're going to see a potential shutout in the state tournament, you might see it right there. Mora, also a long shot. Simley, Casson are going to be probably in the finals along with Becker. I don't see the other three teams there. Watertown, Fairmont, Thief River Falls may get a win or two, but not three in this tournament. That's how good Simley, Casson, and Becker are. Let's go to Class 3A. Here's the big schools. They start at 9 a.m., have a break at 11, wrestle again at 1. Top 5 teams are ranked. The last 3 drawn out of a hat. In this case, you get St. Michael Albertville, #1, taking on Apple Valley. Apple Valley has been a powerhouse for many, many years. Here's the rankings for Class AAA. Apple Valley's 10th in the state. I think this is going to come down to the top 3 once again here. There might be upsets at the lower rounds, but it's going to be tough to compete with St. Michael, Albertville, Stillwater, or Shakopee. In all 3 of these brackets, A, AA, and AAA has the potential to see a #1 versus a 2 in the championship match that 7 p.m. nighttime. Regardless of how the Minnesota State High School team gave them the seedings, you could see a 1 versus a 2 in the title match. That's assuming no upsets along the way. Remember, there are upsets. You can get all this, once again, remember, from the Minnesota State High School League website. It shows the brackets, the sessions. Here's when they go. It's 2 sessions, a morning session, afternoon session. These are separate sessions too. They're going to make everyone leave and then come back in and repay. $17 for an adult for session 1, $17 also for session 2. This is at the Xcel Energy Center. If you get an all-day pass to watch both sessions, instead of $34, it's a discount of $2. You can buy an all-day pass for $32. That's an adult. Now, if you can't make it down, can't come down and see it, a lot of these teams are traveling very far. Or if you do come and don't want to bring your camera, you can view and purchase photos of this tournament at smugmug.com. They'll have them posted, I think, at the end of the day for the team ones. If they're not out there, you may want to check back Friday and Saturday, but they give professional photos that you could browse and then elect to purchase as well. Remember to follow our shows on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on our blog for Sports and Songs. Each week, Andy and I do a broadcast. This one's a little short one. It's a mini bonus episode previewing the Minnesota Prep 2022 State Wrestling Tournament Preview. Today's March 2nd, 2022. My name is Dan. Thanks for listening.